Michael has filled my trench out to the goats that I was going to use for water and power with water. He's made a moat.
For the drink.
No.
For the drink.
For the drink?
Yeah.
You got the hose on full tilt and you have filled up my trench with water. You're crazy.
And this is for the goats to drink.
The goats ain't drinking out of this. That's for water pipes and power.
Ooh.
It's okay though, we're not gonna do it today.
Hey, Daddy?
Hmm.
After we put those pipes right here, so we can fill up the water.
Yeah.
Is that Justin or Hunter?
There's nobody over there.
Huh?
There's nobody over there.
Oh. But Daddy. Look, that's filled up.
I know. You probably gotta turn it off now, don't you think?
Fill up.
Michael, tell me, why do you like having animals?
Because I love them.
You love them? What do they do for us?
They said we love them.
But I mean, why do we have the animals?
Because we feed them.
We feed them?
And drink them.
And drink them? We drink their milk? Yeah, what about the chickens?
Yes, we don't eat poop.
No, we don't eat food. We eat the chicken eggs?
Yeah.
And we eat the chickens?
Yes.
What about the rabbits? We eat the rabbits too?
Yeah, and we eat rabbits.
Yeah. Do you like having all these animals?
Yeah, and I'm gonna eat the rabbit's face.
Well, that sounds creepy. You like having all these animals?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I like goats and pigs and cows.
Well, we don't have any pigs or cows yet. You want a cow though? You want some beef?
Huh?
You want some steaks?
What steaks?
Like a steak you eat?
You mean like the cows?
Yeah.
I want some cows and pigs.
Okay.
And some pigs say,
Oh yeah, what do the goats say? And what do the chickens say?
baka, 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 baka.
Oh, good.
What does a rooster say?
Alrighty then. Hey everybody, and welcome to BamaHomestead. Michael.
Up here.
Michael's trying to climb in my lap. Say hi.
Hi.
Anyway, we got tagged to do the 10 reasons why we homestead, if I remember correctly, if that's the right wording for it. So we got those for you. I wanted to say that Wikipedia defines homesteading as a lifestyle of self-sufficiency. It is characterized by subsistence, agriculture, home preservation of foodstuffs, and it may or may not also involve the small-scale production of textiles, clothing, and craftwork for household use for sale. So basically is taking care of yourself. Anyway, the reasons that we started homesteading, number one, it's always been just a dream of ours to have something like this, you know, to know where our food comes from and to be a part of it and to know what's in our food. You know, that jumps all around to several different topics, but the first one is to know where we get our food. You know, we still make Walmart runs and we still have to go to the grocery store. I think it's nearly impossible to produce everything that you use on your home. If you are, amen to you, that's awesome. That's, we want to get to the point to where we don't have to go to the grocery store, you know, but once a month.
We want to get to the point where we don't eat processed food. It all comes from our land, and I don't think that will be a problem a few years off. So
the second one is self-sustainability. Basically, kind of like the first one, is we're growing and we're raising our own food. We have the ability to eat what we're working towards. It's, you know, it's if something should happen or emerge or something, we have a ready supply of food here to help sustain us. One of the big ones for me is a legacy for Michael. I didn't grow up farming. This is not something, neither did Laura, but it's something that I've had an interest in it since I was young. I've always wanted to own a farm. I've always wanted to raise animals and just live the farm life. And but it's something that we wanted to be able to show Michael and give him the tools and the knowledge and the education to learn and provide for himself so he can pass it on to his kids. My ultimate goal is to die in this house and, you know, Michael to raise his family here, but, you know, we'll see if that happens. But right now he's a 4-year-old boy that helps us butcher chickens and rabbits and garden and milks the goats. And I mean, I don't remember what I was doing it for, but it certainly wasn't that.
We eat chickens and rabbits and dogs.
We don't eat dogs.
We don't eat dogs.
We drink milk.
And kind of the next one too is we're able to teach Michael skills. You know, there's so many, I can't stress how many kids that his age and older, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14, even teenagers that don't know basic functions of life, that can barely change a tire. So I think it's very important that he know how to, you know, grow a garden and raise animals and butcher them and hunt and supply food for himself and fish and things like that.
We don't like for him to be like on games or in front of the TV or whatever. We have a limit and things that is actually, you know, him learning and, you know, helping him grow.
Yeah, he doesn't own any Nintendos or anything. So me, Mom, and Papa, and whoever's watching, don't buy them none, because I'll sell them on eBay.
And I got bat.
Yeah, he has a baseball bat.
He got a baseball bat. The another reason, number 5, is in case of an emergency. Laura wrote down zombie apocalypse. I don't really believe in zombie apocalypses, but there are, every day there's a threat of, you know, we're not crazy prepper people. I do things to prepare and take care of my family. But that's one of the reasons why we homestead.
We have a basic survivalist mentality.
In
the event of a emergency or a storm or, you know, anything that you can think of, there's so many possibilities. You know, even some of the darker ones, you know, solar flares and things like that. You could go on and on and on. That's something that, you know, I just want to make sure that we're prepared for. I think that every American should have, you know, 6 months worth of food at the bare minimum in their home. Sadly, that's the case. Not the case. The sad truth is that, you know, if the trucks were to stop running tomorrow and we were to lose power for a week, there would be anarchy and destruction in the streets, and you would see the true evils of your fellow man. So, number 6 is knowledge is power. I think that means that we're teaching ourselves these skills. I didn't grow up as a farmer, neither did she. So we're learning how to do all things. You know, we learn how to process chickens now and to milk goats and to make cheeses and make butters and to garden all the plants and how to can them and preserve them and everything. So that's a big one, is teaching ourselves the skills. You know, I've started to build a library so I don't have to rely on the internet. I have a whole pile of books on homesteading and every aspect of it, from gardening to animals, and it's something that we can refer to, you know, if the internet isn't always around. Number 7 is a source of income. We sell milk and we sell eggs and we sell rabbits and we sell chickens, and it brings in money for feed costs. Are we going to retire from it? No. Is that the plan? Not really. But the selling of those things that we produce offsets the cost of the feed for the animals and lets us continue to, you know, lessens the blow to the wallet, so to speak.
And Michael sells his eggs for $2 a dozen. He gathers them, helps me wash them, and we deliver them, and he is
and a TV.
You want to buy a TV?
He's saving up for a TV.
Yeah, I told him I'm not putting a TV in his room. I told him
50-ish. Well, if he earns his money, if he saves it and buys it, yes, we will put.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's.
But anyway, he's got a whole wallet full of cash, probably more than I do, because he sells his eggs like crazy. You got all kinds of money, huh? What you gonna buy with your money?
He's so cute.
What you gonna buy with your money?
Buy a TV and eggs.
Oh. And number 8 is it's a duty. We're both Christians, and we feel like it's our duty to maximize the use of the earth God gave us. It's one of His first obligations to us, you know, till the land and work it and raise animals, and that's what He put them here on this earth for, is to sustain ourselves from them. So that's what we're doing. Number 9 is our love of animals. We both love animals, and you know, some people say, well, how can you love animals and butcher them? I hear that all the time. How can you kill them? Well, those are God's, you know, we believe that those are God's, you know, animals that He created for us and to love and enjoy and use. And I mean, we hatch our own eggs and we raise our own rabbits and so on and so forth. So it's a renewable resource for us.
The Bible says kill and eat. It's in there somewhere.
Me and Mom would just crack eggs over there to the chicken's coop.
Okay. And number 10 is we enjoy it. I will be the first to say that it's one of the hardest things to do. There's always something to do. There's no vacations. There's no week-long, 2-week-long cruises. It's always something to do here at the house, or with the animals, or just with anything that's going on. We're constantly building or planning, or, you know, figuring out what to do next, or getting ready for the next garden, or what have you. So it is a big, monumental task. So those are our 10 reasons. I think we covered them pretty well, but we enjoy it. We wouldn't have it any other way. I got a shout out from a good friend of mine yesterday, Chris Weatherman. He's a writer. His writing name is Angry American, and he writes the Going Home series, and it's a survivalist series. And I talk to him quite often about different things, and I encourage everybody to pick it up. It's a good book, and it'll open your eyes to some things that, you know, that are going on in the real world, because the world we live in is kind of it's easy to get lost in your everyday life, but there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of minor things that could happen that could shift the way that we live. So our goal is to be prepared for those things and to just create a comfortable life to where we don't have to struggle if something like that happens. So that's in a nutshell why we like to homestead. I'm sure there's 100 other reasons, but I don't quite know who hasn't done this video yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link on somebody's video if I see that they haven't done it yet, and then I'm going to tag you. So I'll pick 5 people, and look out, because it's coming. But anyway, we just got done milking Snowflake. We got 2 quarts from her. Michael, you're going to fall off the edge of that thing, buddy.
No, I'm not now.
And we are going to bed. I'm exhausted. Michael had a little bit of cough last night and kept us up, so. You say bye-bye?
Bye, baby.
We'll see y'all later. Have a good night, and God bless.
Thanks for watching.